It's November. You know what that means. Thanksgiving is coming up at the end of the month.
Do you want me to do a turducken?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
Say all that you want to about Halloween and costumes and pumpkins and candy, and it's like,
don't even.
I'm talking
We're not
about
here for the
banana
Halloween
pudding,
slander.
Desserts.
You can have banana pudding
turkey,
any time of year.
Mashed potatoes, gravy.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, gravy, macaroni and cheese, cornbread. I'm talking about stuffing, pie, cake, cookies, brownies, all that.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about Thanksgiving, dude.
Okay.
Thanksgiving goes the hardest as far as, well, I want something to eat. Like, Halloween candy is good for all of like an hour. And then you're like, oh, I feel so terrible. I'm talking about naps. I'm talking about food.
Unbuttoning your pants.
Unbuttoning your pants.
Your belly's so full.
I'm talking about waddling to the car and your butt ain't even chafed.
One of the best and worst things is like having so much leftover turkey that like you have to eat like turkey sandwiches.
I've heard
for, like,
people
a week
complain.
straight.
They'll be like, oh, we gotta get rid of all this food. It's like, you're talking about this banging ass food that you've got to somehow force. I think it's like a bullshit technique where it's like, oh, I gotta get rid of this, I guess. It's like, no, that shit goes hard. Sorry.
No, there was this one time, it was my dad's birthday. It's the only time that I've really felt like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I got him this really funny cake. If I find it, I'll insert it. I think it was like on his 50th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a 2-tier cake.
Mm-hmm.
And it had like Pampers and like... It was just like a prescription for something.
Pretty much your old...
Yeah,
cake.
And it was like a chocolate cake with like peanut butter frosting, and it was the best cake. It was so expensive, but it was the best cake I had ever had. But the problem was, I expected that we would eat it throughout the party or send some home or whatever, and like there was so much cake left over. I probably gained like 5 pounds that week because we just had to eat cake every day because you couldn't let it go bad. But you were so tired of eating this amazing cake. So, I kind of get it.
Sounds like a white people problem to me.
Okay.
Oh, I have to eat so much cake. It's the most delicious cake I've ever had. I can't bear to stand another slice. Or like Will Smith when he was talking about early in his career sleeping with these supermodels and like getting sick afterwards. And just being like, oh, I can't bear another.
Yeah, I don't know about
it's
all
like,
that.
Sorry for your awful fucking problems. The most delicious cake ever, Nick, you got to have.
First world problems.
Yeah.
Now I just feel like an asshole.
Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, let's get to this JONTron video. Johnny New English.
Featuring John and New England.
I've come here to the historic land of New England. Some might consider it an update to Old England. Sometimes an update is less like an iPhone and more like a Windows Vista. The settlers left their homes from far and wide over 400 years ago to sculpt this vast landscape. And it was pretty much like back home, except with less buildings, roads, and infrastructure, and more wolves, bears, and spears chucked proudly at their heads. But lucky for us, here in New Hampshire, now they have running water. And New Hampshire men and New Hampshire women have been living together in relative peace and prosperity. Unless, as this sign on the state line dictates, you're not living free, in which case they'll murder you. So, why have I come to this land, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you. It's because I'd like to learn and master the culinary techniques of these great peoples. All the while doing it just like the settlers did all those centuries ago, by living off the fat of the land itself. But, to make a good New England clam chowder, you need a couple good New England ingredients.
Step 1. Gathering.
Oh my God.
Clam hunting. Just living off the good graces of Mother Earth. You don't need anything but you, yourself, and your wits. That's gonna make a good one.
Jesus.
It's okay. Another one.
Me when I used
Just
to go
like
fishing
me.
with my dad as a kid.
Like Mom and Pop. That's a beautiful one. She's gonna go great in the stew. Thanks, Gaia. Thank you, Gaia. But how are you gonna eat a meal if you can't season it? So I've come to gather salt at my local salt mine.
Holy
It's like
shit.
restricted, like you can't go there. It says like no, you can't go in. I mean, you could have. They have to cover it up. Insult to injury, salt in the wound, if you will. I didn't know you needed the U.S. Coast Guard to guard a little salt. Newsflash, okay? We're not monsters. Just want our soup to taste a little bit better, assholes. Is this private? I don't. You can
Is
live
this
off the land,
private?
right? Like, that's how the settlers do. They just live off the land, right? It's looking a bit land's looking a bit barren. The corn or wheat or frankly whatever that was. I was hoping for a garden of gourds, mushrooms, cucumbers, tomatoes. But I'm
Not
getting more
happening,
like
John.
kind of a Chernobyl vibe. Just like the settlers before me, I'm just gonna make the best of it and hopefully rely on those for sustenance.
Oh my
keep me
God.
through the winter. Who's that? Get that. Do you have the crossbow? Who's got the crossbow? That can be sustenance. No. Shh.
Jesus.
You stay there.
Stay there.
No, son of a. I'm not. The land is being hard to live off, dude. All right, it's starting to piss me off a little bit. Undeterred, I followed the trail to the exotic wilds of the local.
Oh my
wild
God.
mare.
Well met.
Mother Nature finally smiled upon me and laid forth her bounty: a bushel of crawdads, rare spices from the Orient, and the succulent ham of the sea manatee. It was time to take my goods home. That's a bounty! Now the first thing you're gonna want to do, you're gonna get shucking. You're gonna want to shuck right.
That's
Bad
oh
boys
my
out.
God.
It is a strange clam, though, I will admit. But you gotta work with what Mother Nature gives you.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you get a little reminder. God giveth, he can taketh away. Or just give you poop in a clam. Now we gotta get those bad boys in the pot. Smelling
Did
already.
you clean them? I don't think that you
no.
cleaned
Now we've
them.
got the clams in there. We gotta get the rest of our ingredients, which I'm sure is, frankly, something. Beautiful.
Okay. All
How
right.
they do it in Japan. A dash of onions. I don't know, what is that, like, is that Cheerios? Milk. That's just for me, though. And now the all-important step, the clam juice, which actually exists. For real. It's of clams.
It's of
Oh,
clams.
my. They sell that. Don't drink it. It's pure, all
Yeah,
natural,
you're not
but
supposed
don't
to just
drink
drink
Some things
it.
You just don't do. Now you just stir that up and you let it sit.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be
Look at
perfect.
Yeah.
Just like Mama made it. A feast for the eyes and the stomach. All right. Now while we let that simmer, we gotta catch ourselves a fish.
On
And that's why
the
I've come
counter?
here to Sanders Fish Market in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, to hopefully get one that's at least adequate. Here we are at the local fish market, just like the old days. Would you consider yourself a fishmonger?
Yes, I would.
So it's not a slur. We can still call you that. Which of these fish taste the best?
Scallops and shrimp are definitely up there.
Fuck's a scallop? Is that like a scallop but said wrong?
See, it comes in a shell, and it is basically just a big mussel, and
It's just a clam. She's just talking
Yeah.
about clams.
Yeah.
All right, he could have shortened it. Now, is this a consensual relationship between you and the fishmongers? What kind of fish is this? What kind of fish is this? Can I buy that guy?
no,
He's not for sale.
no.
Can you explain that? You got a banana in with your fish.
Yeah, well, yes. We like to mix things up here. We're a little unconventional.
Liberals.
$1
Take
for
the
one
fish's head
banana?
off. Is it usually dead?
It's already deaded and gutted, unless it's a crab. That's a different
What do
story.
you got against crabs?
People like to cook them at home, so we start by cutting off the face. We remove the gills, and we rip out their rear.
Now you don't want to get the soft shell crab treatment. It's a bad time to be a soft shell crab, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the season's just about over.
No, I just mean in general. Is there ever a time you don't cut the face off the soft shell crab?
If they want to do it themselves at home, sure.
If they're on good behavior.
They're on
Be on
good
their
bed.
behavior.
You just are a lady who don't like a soft shell crab.
Like selling them.
You also like cutting their faces and pulling their ears out.
If If you're looking for fresh fish and quality fish, stop at Sanders in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
You heard it here first. Fish achieved.
Oh.
And we're back in the kitchen, ready to make our main entree, the New England baked haddock. Breaded, buttered, and beautiful. Now I warn you, this is an advanced recipe, so if you don't get it on your first try, don't be discouraged. All right, everyone, here we go.
Did it.
Wow.
Just like Mama used to make it before the accident. All right, while we let this simmer, why don't we go take a look around at the local history and learn something, because there's plenty of it. Nothing gets my appetite going like the thought of thousands upon thousands of young British soldiers killing each other over what I would consider to be petty squabbles. This is Fort McClary State Park, used in so many wars, they've pretty much lost count. Like the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, the Civil War, World War I, and the Spanish-American War, which I didn't even know happened until now. I guess we won. Unfortunately, in 1808, they didn't yet know how to build houses, as seen by this. I mean, really, what the fuck is this? There's no roof in here, and it's just straight up ground. I wouldn't have wanted to be the rifleman man. He had a bad gig.
Rifleman
nice window,
man.
though, I guess. If you want to fucking die of exposure. Go, 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 the British are coming! We're also the British too! Please, we're coming! Oh, this is 1605! Boom! Nuclear bomb button. Destroyed!
Oh
bitch.
my God.
Next time you try to take America, we'll come for fucking London! Now, if you don't excuse me, I've got a war of my own to start.
Oh my God.
Chipotle burrito I had for lunch. Victory! This is literally cleaner than most bathrooms in the tri-state. I'd take a deuce in that. Please close when done. Okay. They love compliance here in this state. Can't forget to wash those hands. I'll be cooking soon.
Step 3. Was there no step 2? Step 2. Eat.
Ding ding! It's ready. A feast fit for a king. Dig
It
in,
looks good.
everyone.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Actually, no. Now that I'm looking at it from like this angle, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. I don't understand. Like, nobody from around here would eat this. Friggin' settlers wouldn't have eaten this. They didn't have any food, man. I knew I should have used more clam juice, dude. I knew I should have used it. I'm a failure.
In his despair, John realized there are few things unforgivable in this world. Unfortunately,
just gonna walk
a
in?
poor clam chowder is one of them. So John returned to the sea from whence he came. Join us next time as we explore the dense jungles of Borneo, the smoldering pits of Mount Vesuvius, and the bombed-out wastelands of Atlantic City, New Jersey. Thank you. Good night.
So, this house that we're staying in, I think the owner may have an obsession with like dead and or wounded and or dying birds because they are everywhere. A dead bird number 1. What is this, like a dead pheasant? This is wild duck shooting. Okay, so I'm gonna count that as 2. That's 2 dead or dying or wounded birds. All right, this is pheasant shooting. We got 1, 2. Got partridge shooting. I'm just gonna count it as a 1. That's a total of 6. Floor 2. We got 1 hanging upside down. Not sure what's wrong with him. Another sculpture, 1 hanging upside down. That's 8, 9, 10. Sleep well.
Wow.
The same variety. 11. Struggling beach narwhal, beach sperm whale.
Oh my
Fucking,
God.
what is that? An Amazon river dolphin? What the fuck is going on in this place? We got the wounded snipe and the dying woodcock. This is not dead. This is not wounded. This is passing between worlds. That woodcock, that's the one people made the meme out of with me. The wood echt. I like
The
that.
wood.
All right. So I lost count. What's the tally?
Jesus.
I love how the food was perfect.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, this is just... No,
Dude,
now that
he
I'm
put,
looking
like,
at
these
it.
nasty ass clams, like they hadn't been washed, and he just threw everything in there.
That's not really what that was, though.
What was that?
They actually probably poured like a canned soup
No, I know that they didn't use.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it was gross.
It was a joke.
Yeah. Okay. It's still gross. I still looked at it.
That just reminds me of you cooking something.
Oh, I know. I was gonna make the joke, but I figured that you would.
You will make something delicious, and I'm like, damn, this is pretty good. And you're like, I guess I could have blah 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 blah, and then you'll make something that's like not so good, and you'll be like, are you even going to eat this? Are you even going to try? And you know damn well that like you've hatchet jobbed the fucking food or whatever. Because if you make something that's
deviate from the recipe.
If you make something really good, then you'll deny that it's good. But if you make something that's like, you're really quiet about it, except for that it needs to be eaten.
I didn't know that. You thought that.
Yeah, you'll be like, have you gotten any of this yet?
It's not that it's bad, it's that you're extremely picky.
It's true.
If I make anything healthy, I have to pretty much just be like, are you going to eat dinner or not?
No, you'll lie, and you'll put stuff in the food that I don't even know's in there. I'm like
last night I made
eating spaghetti and I'm like, what the fuck? These noodles taste so weird.
I have to somehow keep you healthy.
And then,
I have to sneak
and then come to find
vegetables.
out she had ground up like 3 pounds of fucking carrots in the fucking spaghetti,
It was
and I'm
way
like,
more than I thought.
what the fuck?
It tasted like carrots.
carrot,
the whole
yeah.
time. I just meant to put it in the sauce and like hide it, and you didn't even know I put spinach in it. I put carrots. There was onion in there. There was garlic. You had no idea.
Anyway.
Yeah, Thanksgiving food. Definitely not our version of Thanksgiving food.
No, but the only thing that was moderately Thanksgiving about that was like cooking and settlers.
Right.
Which, whatever. That's not Thanksgiving to me. I don't really give a fuck about the settlers. I'm just like, banana pudding.
Banana
Turkey,
pudding.
mashed potatoes, and gravy. Yeah, dude. There's like so many ideas that I have for like what we could do for Thanksgiving this year, but like I think maybe going to Nate's might be the way to go.
Oh, is he gonna make?
Well,
Are you even just imposing? Like,
no, he's talked about maybe doing something there, but
okay.
you know he's going to do some big family thing too.
Yeah, I hate like as a kid, like I had a big family, like on my mom's side at least, and we would all get together. When I say I had a big family, I mean like there were like 50 people crammed into a tiny house. So you're all yelling over top of each other and eating just like the most amazing food and not having to do shit, just like running around, and like had so many cousins. And now that I'm grown, it's just like, well, Chad, I think last year we had KFC.
Did you just say gay FC?
KFC. I like laughed. I like laughed at the thought of us. KFC. That doesn't exist, but it could.
Good.
I just like laughed because it was just like not, because if we make all this food again, it's just the two of us. But
we even had Friendsgiving that one year, and I just had all kinds of my friends come over, and you cooked a bunch of shit for us.
It was like the first year that we were dating. I like
pretty dope.
Cooked a ridiculous amount of food while you played video games.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was amazing. Because did you really want me in the kitchen at that point in time?
Not at that
Hell
point.
The
You
fuck
were a
no.
microwave chef.
Maybe I fucked up shit in the microwave.
If you couldn't order it in pizza box form or just put it in the microwave, and
it was done. I was just out of the game.
But you've learned so much.
Why, thank you. And you know what you guys could learn? You could learn to subscribe to this channel. You could like the video. You could even give recommendations for videos that you want to see us react to in the future.
You can do that in the comments below. You can do that on our Discord. Or if you want, you can do it on our Patreon if you're a patron.
And we go live every Monday and Thursday evening at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we play games. We do crafts. Sometimes we bake some stuff. Sometimes we just fucking talk shit with you guys and hang out. Also, we live stream every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time exclusively on Twitch, where we do reactions just like this one that we're doing right now live. Right now, we have got Thomas Horton, Fred, Dr. Dale, Aquafinussi Connoisseur, Rain, Vile, Cross. I can't even read that name, but we do have a lot of people hanging out in Annapolis. We've got homies hanging out in the chat, talking with us, discussing this wonderful video that we just watched.
Not
If you
the
want to be part,
Ussy? Crab Ussy? I don't know.
I don't know. But if you want to be part of the shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitch and you will see us there. But for this video, I think that's going to do it.
Gonna do it. See you
Bye.
guys.